LX locking in the Volkov Stardeath on the classic Bodvar.
Can't go wrong with Bodvar. He's got the kit to work. He's got good signatures. He's all-arounder. He's a jack of all trades. He's got the versatility there.
3, 2, 1.
Now we're going to the classic Mammoth Fortress. This is a very straightforward match for Stardeath here. He's like, yeah, I've got Bodvar. You know, he's almost like the box art character, right? But LX on this Volkov, it's Scythe, it's Axe. He can get these massive strings. The Scythe having that active input, you're able to, on some of the attacks, opt for different enders once they begin, depending on which direction you're holding after the attack.
Looking for that opportunity to approach. Stardeath finding the down air. Not much else so far, but LX playing very carefully, trying to find the opener for the Scythe, and he knows if he's able to pop a dodge and find a follow-up afterwards, that is a long string, long combo, big damage that could potentially put a Stardeath off stage with as well.
And that is a heart on a long stick.
Oh, yeah.
They tell about, you know, wearing your heart on your sleeve. Bodvar's got it out here all the way at the end of a hammer. Now LX going for those aerial approaches. He wants to stay above those hammer stomps. That's where a lot of the danger ensues. Man,
I mean, it looks like a giant lollipop, honestly. It looks pretty tasty.
I mean, that's
if it was
right.
only big and red. But anyway, Stardeath then switching over to the sword again, something that we're used to seeing him use over the last few years. Of course, LX getting a nice three-piece with that Scythe and throwing the Sig out, trying to catch him off. That does have the reverse hit on the connection as well. So similar case to, you know, Diana's whip signatures, where you catch him on the edge and then you get the reversal. But here he has that axe spike on the side, less horizontal, but same idea, and he's trying to take advantage of that with the Volkov signature. But he is going to get the weapon knocked out of his hand. He does have another Scythe on the back end, though, for him to try that one more time. Stardeath ready for it. Side air, counterattack. No weapon to contest, though, so he does have to fall back.
Yep. I mean, you know what? I agree with it. You don't want to take it off unarmed, and he manages to get the punish shortly thereafter. Down light into recovery, just on the sword. That's the bread and butter. Now LX onto the Axe. Man, this match has been marked by tons of movement. Both of them just jockeying for position across the stage until they walk one of them almost into a corner, or on the corner at least. And then it forces that interaction, and they've got to play a little bit of footsies. It's very classic fighting games.
Alex doing a great job at pushing Stardeath and keeping him off stage. Looking for that recovery, not going to connect it, though, and that is going to lead to Alex finding that Axe and perhaps a little bit of a better time finding a KO with the more simple options. You know, the side air, maybe all you need. The ground pound, the recovery, just 3 easy options. And if you could find those hits, that's the KO. But getting even more damage, not super necessary, but any hits are good hits.
Now the weapon starve continuing for Stardeath. He's got the advantage, he's got the sword, even the stock advantage.
Look at Stardeath's presence, too. I mean, he's got, what, 250 damage on at this point, and he's barely got LX approaching him, still worried about what he's about to do. But he does get knocked out. LX finding that KO off the top from the recovery, and that gives him a little bit of breathing room, a little bit of time to reset and find that weapon starving, that map control, until at least Stardeath does find that sword again.
Yeah, I mean, so Stardeath definitely made that first stock work for him. It went the distance. He was in that barbecue sauce color, and that was just giving him so much time on any of these neutral trades to just build up a solid damage lead. And this is exactly where he sits, poised to take down LX's second stock, and LX having to find some answer to it.
Started looking for some kind of approach. LX playing a very careful game, using that grounded axe kit to keep him back, but the recovery catching him out on the jump. A fantastic read from Stardeath to take this down to one more stock left on LX's part.
Stardeath again pressing that weapon advantage every time that he managed to take a stock off of LX. He just immediately goes and prevents him from grabbing a weapon for like 20-30 seconds almost. And that is so much damage.
Oh, very nice approach. Whoa! Even better counter from LX. The neutral sig pushing Stardeath way off screen and just barely making it back. Not finding the edge guard to find that KO, but Stardeath still surviving. And LX just waiting for that option.
Yeah, he's looking for these big strikes because now he's got Stardeath in that knockout potential. He's red in the health. Whoa, just avoiding that ground pound. Holds the bat cloud.
Ooh.
You're able to hold that signature to keep the bats out just a little bit longer on that small little pool.
A little bit too quick on the trigger, throwing that weapon away, trying to find the connection. But he does have Stardeath off stage one more time. The opportunities are there. They're just very reserved in their judgment on what moves that they should use, and this is leading to a game of inches right now between the two of them. They are just inching forward, trying to find the right move to find that KO.
Well, I mean, Stardeath, he's got such an advantage built right now that LX has to play this almost flawlessly to bring this match back. And now Stardeath again continuing the weapon starve, making it very difficult for LX to even land back on stage without threatening getting knocked out now.
Weapon throw, ground pound, trying to chase Stardeath down, goes around the outside to the platform. The platform just sitting there, allowing the players to come back on a little bit safer method. LX just pushed back a little bit.
Oh!
And there's the side air, and that's
So
finally what
far.
she wrote.
So far over on that edge of the stage, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's where early knockouts happen. You don't have to be incredibly damaged to get sent out from there.
Mm-hmm.
So now we are going to be going into Game 2, Stardeath versus LX. LX banning out. I'm trying to find if there's like some rhyme or reason to which stages he left open, but it seems to be just a bit more of a personal pick.
Mm-hmm. And we'll see a little bit more of a blaster hammer-centric play. He's switching up to, LX is switching up to Cassidy.
Interesting.
The top blasters pick right now, so I would assume he's going to focus more on blasters because that's, I feel like that's what people typically lean towards when they play Cassidy. Of course, you do have the hammer, and the hammer is exceptionally strong right now.
And I mean, the way that LX has been playing this set, it's a very range footsie heavy kind of play style.
Mm-hmm.
So that definitely lets me think he wants to go for that extra range. He wasn't able to get any crazy strings started with the sights. Stardeath always found the escape after the initial hit. So it makes sense that he wants to go for something that he can just poke and win out a little bit more.
Those lassos coming out as well. Alex just throwing them out there. He knows Stardeath is jumping a lot. He's staying in the air, so he has that opportunity to just throw those lassos out to catch him and toss him into the sky. Stardeath trying to the weapon throw approach. Not going to find the weapon throw, but does find the approach, funny enough. And Stardeath now with the sword.
Whoa.
The side sig throwing LX off stage.
There's
Ground
the edge
pound.
guard. Man, read it into the push-off column. He's stuck with the ground pound. LX, you know, he made his gamble. He said, I think he might let go. I think he might be too close to the wall. Maybe I can escape, but no such luck. So now he's on those blasters. I think this is the weapon he was mostly looking for, so that way he could play a bit of that range game, particularly with the side light and the side air. Ooh, down light into the neutral signature. You've got to chase forward, get that damage and the knockout potential.
Ground pound coming up off
gosh.
stage. Wasn't enough to KO or really, I mean, it was enough to pressure, but Stardeath decided not to chase down. A very interesting decision. Just back off and allow him to return.
Stardeath tossing that hammer, trying to force a dodge out of LX, that way he can get some sort of punish. And there it is, kicking him off stage. Again, a full stock lead for Stardeath here. Now a 2-stock lead for Stardeath.
That careful play style's really paying dividends for Stardeath. He's able to just invest in the time spent back looking for those opportunities to get the maximum profit out of all of his movements and decisions. LX is really hurting on a lot of positionings.
Oh my gosh!
That's it.
That's all she wrote? Just the perfectly placed down signature
Restock.
to close that out? Insane! Let me see that again.
Just one hit and then a mind game from there on. I mean, that's all you need sometimes. Gets caught off on the edge. Gets now was this
Let's
his
see.
recovery?
He
No, it
spent
wasn't
the gravity
recovery.
cancel there and
But
the
that was
jump.
already gone. Oh no, that wasn't gone yet. He didn't pop it out. I guess he was a little worried. He could have gone under the stage, I suppose. But it looks.
Okay. I see what's going on
There's
here.
no better flattery than imitation, of course.
Is that what's going on? He's trying to flatter him to death?
Well, no,
that's a bold strategy.
Stardeath should be flattered is what I'm saying because Alex is trying to copy him at this point.
Man, all right. So the Volkov didn't work out. The Cassidy didn't work out. Seems like Stardeath's been working out, though. So let's try that.
He's got big arms, look, big bear arms.
Oh
He's got the right to bear arms.
They
and
even
he's
did the
using them.
synchronized downlights just right above each other. Beautiful. So now Stardeath over on the hammer. A little bit of a different matchup going on here. Manages, yeah, he's got the range advantage against the sword there. That seems to be the name of the game for this set. It's, you know, LX tries to play footsies, but Stardeath ends up claiming too much of the stage, and that gives him the right. Now he has so much real estate to work with that LX is stuck in this kind of small little box right around the corner.
He's actually put the fear into LX. LX just will not get close unless he knows that there's a guaranteed attack that he can get something off. Because otherwise, look at this. It's just Stardeath dealing damage, knocking him out. He knows what's going to happen, so he doesn't want to go in. He's really just reserved in this situation because he knows what's coming otherwise.
Yeah, Stardeath definitely just in command of this set the whole way through. It's going to take a lot for LX to bring this one back because not only does he have these 3 stocks to get through, but he's down 2-0 in the set. This is lower bracket action, so the loser of this is sent home with their current placing.
See, when you're put on the edge like that, when you're knocked back into the corner, you have that opportunity to just completely change things up and, you know, go off to the wall. I think that's what Alex needs right now is just a...
He's just using those dash-in side lights.
Spontaneity.
Even the side signature. He hit the side lights, the side airs, the side signatures, side everything, man. Ooh, caught the dash back in with the neutral light, lasting that out. But again, another downlight into recovery, chasing him up into the sky. Stardeath looking to close it out. Second time's the charm. That's the rule of the day. So 3 stocks to 1. LX certainly on the back foot here.
Is Stardeath going to 3-stock him again?
Looking nigh insurmountable.
Oh, boy.
Even unarmed, Stardeath just continuing to press this advantage. Jeez.
Recovery. Oh, he knocks the recovery out of the side air, though. Going to punch LX just far enough away. Or Stardeath just far enough away to give LX some breathing room, and he has the opportunity to take this a KO. Misses the weapon throw, though, and he's waiting on that edge. And the map just continues to give him weapons, and the dodge, very nicely done by Stardeath, still alive somehow. The weapon throw coming out the side air, pushing LX back again, and still, look at this. He's on his last legs. He's holding on by a thread, but this thread has to be made out of what? Adamantium? Because it is not breaking for him.
I guess not at all. I want to see the damage after this match, absolutely. Just because Stardeath extended that first stock for so long, you've got to celebrate. I mean, if it took you so long to take off the first stock, Stardeath lasting so long.
In 2 matches.
I'd pump out the solo on that one, too. You got to celebrate the victories you have. Jeez. So now Stardeath with the sword, he's going to be looking for just any of those static confirms. He's looking for the downlight into the recovery. Oh, almost there on the clash out. Now it's the hammer, the neutral light, almost knocking LX out, and the weapon toss going to seal the deal. A 2-stock victory, commanding fashion, 3-0 in the set. Stardeath looking phenomenal.
What is that, 2 stocks taken off of Stardeath in 3 games?
He took 318 damage. Almost all of that was on the first stock. That's crazy! Do you know how crazy that is? Like, what do you even do with that?
That's crazy. That's insane. How do you live that long?
Stardeath, man, he making it work. You can't touch him. And anytime that you can, it's just the little taps.
You can touch him. It's nothing's going to happen.
You're right. You're absolutely